at any point behind closed doors, not obviously in the courtroom's
Right.
different. That is considered a rat move, or it's
Yeah.
considered. Was that the reason why you think Gotti might have said no deals?
Well, you see, yes, but you see how they even when you start taking the pleas, all right, you see how the government writes up these pleas these days.
Yeah,
They're like, okay, they're like, and do you say that you were a member of this, and are you aware there's an underboss, or are you aware there's a, they they're adding more to those
yeah,
pleas,
yeah.
or jamming up other people.
Why they're doing it?
Yeah, because they said screw it, he doesn't want to do 20, we'll get him 3 years.
Now, this is weird. Is the guy on Jordan Harbinger's show a real mafia guy? I don't know that show. Jordan
If
Harbinger.
he wants to be.
Yeah. What do you
Who the fuck is that?
So I gotta ask, he's my guy, and we had a little cigars, a little bit of wine, hanging out, enjoying each other's company. But what do you do when people call you a rat? What do you say to that?
Not there. I mean, I don't care. Listen, they call it to me. They don't say it to my face.
They don't.
Okay.
Nor would I.
Today I was in my own neighbor taking pictures and battle. You see them. I don't care. I really don't. If you're gonna call me a rat, back it up. One, do more time than me.
How much time did you do?
I did 6.5. So 6 to 6.5. So if you did 7 years, I'll take it.
State or federal?
Federal, which is pretty fun.
Yeah.
But back to call me a rat. Make sure you never freaking did time. Make sure if you did time and everything, like I'll get it to you. Yeah, I get it. I'll earn it. You win.
Yeah.
But not if you never did anything. You go on YouTube. You want to call me a rat? We push back. What are you pushing back if you never did anything?
Good point.
Call me a rat when you did as much as I did. If you know.
Now I'm not.
I have my record.
Yeah, I'm not just saying this because I always like to just be upfront, but I've interviewed, at this point, 7 made guys and the accountants, associates. Of the people that I've interviewed, I get a lot of positive feedback about you. And then they actually say, I think one of the times you even said, hey, I am who I am, and you kind of owned it.
Was that not the
But a lot of guys don't. Why don't you think they just say, hey, listen, you know what? This is what I
self-awareness issues, they just don't. You got to know yourself. You know what I mean? Doesn't mean you're a pussy. Rats are killers too.
So
am I right?
I'm just here to report the news.
Well, I'm just telling you, that's what it's on paper. It's not like freaking, So,
but you made, and again, because I've had the, I guess, pleasure, for lack of a better word, to interview many different guys, from associates to made guys who left the life. Obviously, I'm not going to interview an active guy. But my question to you though is, how hard is the transition? And you were successful at it. You transitioned from being a street guy, being a wise guy, if you will, to transition to everyday life. What was the hardest? And you're successful at it. And I know personally because we're friends. But what was the hardest part about it? And how long did it take you to kind of normalize your life?
A long time. It took a long time to normalize.
Yeah.
I still was like, after I got out, because you got to remember, everybody I committed crimes with, I knew them since kindergarten. I knew them since first grade, second grade. So I wasn't going to go commit crimes again because that trust was built in so long. And then again, and I know other people are going to say I broke the trust. No, it went both ways, believe me. I mean, I'm all right if that's what you want to hear, but you got to listen to the whole story,
So obviously you left the life at that point, but
so I started embracing, I started doing jobs I usually didn't do. I went to work. I went to do this. I put food on my head. Take care of the people I love,
So, without giving too much away, in your current life, you deal with a lot of guys that are, how do I say this? That are stand-up guys, like you kind of flock to guys that are like-minded. And one of the things that stood out to me was it's not about being a wise guy or not a wise guy. It's about being like a man in the stand.